Check 1 2 1 2 1 2. All right. Hi, my name is Alex Lemom, aka LEMZI. That's LEMZI. I am a rapper, writer, orator coming out of East London, where I'm at right now. I've just been filming, so forgive me. I'm in my normal home clothes because I'm chilling. But I just want to say a big thank you for having me and just hearing my voice when it comes to the AI regulating forum that we're at today. Sorry, I've got the whole title of this messed up, but I was invited by Dr. Becky Inkster just to give my perspective and I guess pose some questions as well when it comes to the whole notion of a digital twin, especially coming from a creative perspective. You may hear just natural sounds around. Hopefully they don't distract you guys too much, and I'll try and keep this as short and sweet as possible. I think my prevailing perspective when it comes to this is very much the question of why. As an artist, as someone who's been writing not just lyrics but just words as a form of expression, as a form of artistic expression, and just as a form of communication with other people, why would having a digital twin either enhance what I'm doing or make me feel intrinsically better about what I'm creating? When I look at a lot of my influences, when I look at how I've gone about creating things, not just how some of my own other musical inspirations and influences have done so, is very much around the sense of serendipity is a big thing. We don't typically rely on, okay, today is Monday morning, it's 9 a.m. I need to get on with my writing and just make sure I've written a song by 1 p.m. lunchtime kind of thing. It doesn't quite work like that. And I know that many people watching this will understand. But I think when I think about something like a digital twin and how just artificial intelligence might come into the creative sphere in a way that's meant to enhance what me and other writers or creatives do, it kind of comes from that sense of functionality. So a sense of, okay, maybe I don't always create on a Monday at 9 a.m., etc., but this might enable me to do so. But then my kind of, I don't know, my gut response to that is, why? Would I need a tool that enables me to be able to write at almost any time for any reason? Do I need to be able to express myself way deeper or differently, or I guess on a more perennial basis than I currently do? Because I'm also very big on just the notion of artists not always committing themselves to their artistry. So finding ways to just submit to whatever's going on in life, just be able to talk about different things, express yourself around different topics, etc., but not always creatively and musically. So yeah, the over prevailing question of why would a digital twin be beneficial is one big thing. And then I guess the ethics around it, because from my understanding, a digital twin would just be me over here in AI form who looks at the database of everything that I've already created. So loads of lyrics I've already written and what I've given to it. And then maybe some more from other artists who we might say are similar. I'll big myself up here and say, let's throw some Nas in there. Let's throw some Tupac in there. Let's throw some Kendrick Lamar in there, some J. Cole and some Lauryn Hill. Great. And then also maybe just a few different ideas or concepts. So it might be social political, or it might be romantic, or it might be spiritual. We'll just throw all of those in the pot as well. And then my digital twin will essentially use all of that to then re-articulate what I might say. That's my understanding about what a digital twin will be able to do for me. And I guess I have a sense of, I guess the question that I want to ask is, does all of that negate my contribution, especially if it's already using the sources that I have? Or, well, and on top of that, part B, does this pot actually enhance what I'm doing? So is this more so for people who don't already write? Is this more so for people who are just starting to write? Is this more so for people who would see themselves as professional writers and something that they generally do? And then on top of that, so part C, with all of this and it then being conjured up or generated by the AI, is it mine? Is it mine, or is my AI twin now my co-writer? And if it is my co-writer, does that mean if it has taken influence in certain statements from other artists or just other things in life, do those also belong to that person, the original creator, or is it now part of just the generative process because the AI has somehow managed to remix it enough that it sounds like it would be me, as opposed to, let's just say it was Nas who initially said the line? Because ownership is a big thing when it comes to the legalities of creativity and everything. I think subconsciously, most creatives, including myself, we kind of just want our creative process and endeavors to be heard and to connect with people more than anything. But because of the nature of the system we live in, it is very important that we as creatives have some sort of backing, especially if it's like a digital contract or a digital footprint that shows, okay, you wrote this, and if it does get redistributed or copied into another form of practice, you can still trail it back to that person. So, just to conclude, because I don't want this to be too long for you guys. Number one, what's the overarching why as to why this is happening? And then 2A is, again, I guess a smaller version of why. 2B is why and for whom. Like, who is this meant to actually be benefiting? And then part C is, what was part C? Yes, part C is there some sort of trail so we can definitely show ownership and definitely maintain a form of ethics for the people who have previously created and will, in a sense, then be contributing to what is being made. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.